This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Catalina Legacy Edition travel trailer model 243 RBS. This is a how-to video. It's not a floor plan video or anything like that. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? Alright. So you have regular scissor type stabilizers, okay? Now, let me see here. Up here, you can't see it very well, but let me move that around a bit. That's a quick connect for the LP system. If you want to plug a grill or griddle into there, that's where it would plug in. If you ever purchase one, just make sure you get the right one for a travel trailer. They operate on different amounts of pressure, so make sure you get the right one. Okay, you have a power awning with LED strip. This is the vent for the range hood. So if you're using the range hood fan, you want to push up on those little tabs there and free up the baffle in there so it flaps freely. Anytime you're venting to the outside, you want that baffle just flapping freely. Outside speakers. This is your fill for your fresh water tank. The most common way to get water to the trailer, obviously, is the city water, which is on the other side of the trailer. If you don't have city water on the campsite that you're at, you can pre-fill this tank here, and then you use the onboard pump to pump the water. So no matter what, it'll work like you have city water, even though you'll be pumping it from the tank. Also, there's a fresh tank drain right down here. TV hookup, power, and signal. Let me see what this is here. This, you can actually, let me look through here. Yes. You can actually crank this slide out manually if you need to. Coming out of the frame behind this hole here is a shaft with a pin through it. By rotating that, you can actually move this slide out in and out if you in an emergency. All right. Of course, the stairs, you can adjust the length of the legs. Right here in your pass-through, you have your hitch, which is a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. It's a good one. We'll show you how that operates when you pick up. You also have two cranks. You have your regular 3/4 inch crank, which is used for your stabilizers. And then you have the smaller one here, right here, if you can see that. That's used on your power tongue jack. In case your power tongue jack was to fail, you can pull this cap off here and put that crank on there, and you can crank it manually if you need to. Okay? Okay, so you have a deep cycle marine battery. You have 2 LP tanks full. This is a kill switch for your battery right here. So you can actually shut it off when you put it into storage if you need to. The other half of your, or other side of your pass-through front storage. You get an adapter to adapt your power cord down, and then you also get a dump hose with it. Let me see here. Okay, so here we have your dump valves. You have your gray valve here, which is sink and shower water. Then you have a black tank valve, which is toilet water and waste. If you dump your black tank and leave the valve open, you can actually come over here to your black tank flush, turn on the hook up the hose at the dump station, turn it on, it'll spray out the inside of your black tank. Always make sure that the valve's open. That's what it says right here, okay? You don't want too much pressure to build up. This is just an exterior shower slash sprayer. This is your city water hookup, the most common way to get water to the trailer. That housing up there tells us it's pre-wired for a backup camera. If you want to add one on, you can do that. You have a 30-foot, 30-amp power cord with a reducer. This is your water heater here. All right, let me see what we have here. So this works on both gas and electric. The thing to remember is there's this electric rock, or this rocker switch right here in the lower left-hand corner, controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover here. So That's how you turn that on and off. The valve, it also has switches inside, but keep in mind that that's there. Never run your water heater on electric or gas without water in the tank. Always make sure it's full. Never purge it or excuse me, never depressurize it here or by pulling the drain plug out while it's still hot and under pressure. You don't want to scald yourself or worse. This is the drain plug right here. It takes an 1 1/16" 6-point socket plus an extension and a ratchet or a bar to break it with. It's actually long. It's about 6 or 8 inches long. It's got an anode route on the back, so keep that in mind. Alright, that's just campground cable and satellite through. Okay. As we look up, remember the manufacturer states that you should inspect your roof every 90 days. So keep that in mind. You need someone to go up there and look at all the sealant, make sure it's good and tight where no water can get through. Look at the roofing attachments and roofing material, make sure that it wasn't damaged by low branches or road debris, anything like that, okay? Alright, so as we get inside here to the left, this is your control panel. To turn your water heater on gas is right here. That's the fault up there. I told you the electric switch is in the lower left hand corner. Your water pump here, your interior and exterior lights, your awning, which is right here, power awning. Never leave it out unattended. Roll it in if you're not going to be at the campground. Your slide room switch right here, and then you have your levels, batteries charged, fresh water's got a third in it. Black is empty, gray 1, gray 2 are both empty. Okay, they graduate up in 1/3 increments, the LEDs do. Okay, so you have your TV obviously, and then you have your sound here. This particular one has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or tablet. It has a USB on it, so you could record all your albums and MP3s on a USB drive and take them all with you. This HDMI is an in. Let's say you wanted to set a portable Blu-ray player here. You plug it in right here, and then you go into the system right there, for example. It has, like I said, AM, FM radio, Bluetooth, USB, so there's a lot you can do with it. It also has 2 speaker zones, zone 1 and zone 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So it does everything you need and then some. Now your fireplace, let me see where the remotes are at here. Your fireplace works on 120 AC, regular household current. Okay, so let's do this. This is for your awning light, this remote here. This is for your TV. This is for your fireplace, and there should be another one here too. I'll look for it. Unless, yeah, I think there's supposed to be another one also. I'm not sure on that, but I'll look into it. But you can see you can run the fireplace. You can change the intensity of the fire. You can if you do it this way, you see the 0 there, then you see the 2 L's and the H. Those are fan speeds, off, low, and high. It's a really good space heater. You can change the color of the crystals. Okay, and it has a timer on it also. So there's a lot you can do with it. It's a really good space heater, like I said. Let me just look farther here to make sure I haven't missed anything in here. This is your stuff here, your literature that comes with it. Let's see here. So your microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood that I told you about, the vent. If you're going to run the fan, make sure you open the baffle outside. It's got a light on it. I don't know if he's got the gas turned on right now, but we'll see here. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so it lit right there, you can see. You just turn it to the position you want it, and then depress it to spark it. Actually, it looks like the gas is off, but it's that simple. Now, when you get to the oven, this is the oven knob here. There's a pilot light all the way to the back down there. So what you'll do is you'll go to the picture of the flame, which is pilot light, then you'll depress it. After it lights down there, you hold it for another 10 seconds or so to heat up the thermocouple, then you'll just go to whatever operating temperature you need to, okay? That's done over here. Okay? I always travel with this glass bifold cover down so it doesn't break. Your keys are of course hanging right here. Your refrigerator, always keep the latch latched so the doors don't get dented when you're traveling. This is a 12 volt DC compressor refrigerator, so it runs off 12 volt. Your thermostat is, you always keep the fan on auto. You don't have to always, but it's a good thing to do. It's the best way to run it. And then you got cool, which is air conditioning, fan, which is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. All the way over here is heat, which is your LP furnace running, and then off. All right. You can drop your table down onto these cleats and turn it into a bed. This also, I'm sure, jackknifes. Yes, this couch jackknifes flat for another bed. All right. Your bathroom, sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. Keep in mind that this is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer, if they're not a GFCI, they're wired through one of them. So you're always going to reset it at inside. Like even the plug on the outside is wired through it, okay? This is, your shower works like any other shower. Your toilet has a flush pedal. So the idea is this is where you flush it. You can't use it dry, so after you get to the campground, hook up the power of the water, you come in here, put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and then you step on the pedal and hold it till you put about a gallon or so of water into the tank below with the chemical. Then you're ready to use it. You can't use it dry because the smell will be terrible, plus it can get clogged up, so keep that in mind. All right, let's move forward to the bedroom. I think we've there's a few things out here I missed. Okay, let's do this. All right, so this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green, okay? If not, get it serviced. This is your power converter. So what it does, it converts AC to DC power. So you have the AC power when you're plugged in. You have AC power. These are circuit breakers like you'd see at home, 120 AC. Then they're all labeled, of course. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. So you got 12 volt fuses and they're all labeled. This is also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery needs up front and keep it charged up. If it's topped off, it'll just trickle a couple amps up there to maintain it. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs. But this charges your battery. Of course, when you're pulling the trailer down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will charge the battery also. Okay. Alrighty. Pretty self-explanatory here. You do have TV hookups here and a backer plate so you can hang a bracket. This, of course, folds up, so you got storage underneath the bed. And then this is the escape window. So it just goes like this. You push this all the way through, and then you grab hold of the tab and pull out the screen, and you can escape in an emergency that way, okay? Alrighty. Okay. Look around, make sure I didn't forget anything. You do have a smoke detector here. Okay. Alright, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 90 days. That's important. It's part of general basic maintenance of owning a trailer. You're just protecting your investment. Okay. Let me get this out of here. I've done it one-handed. Okay. Also, when it comes to the antifreeze and winterizing, right now this is de-winterized. The antifreeze has been purged from the system and replaced with fresh water. Your water heater is in camping mode. The valves are in camping mode, and it's filled with water, so you're all set, ready to go. Okay? Thank you.